All right, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Alpha thoughts. It's a slim version of Modern Warfare. It's not spectacular, but it's not trash. Plus, it's alpha. Let's pump the brakes on bashing it until we play the beta. Then everybody gets to play it and judge it. Either they're going to buy the game or they're going to go play Modern Warfare 2019, Cyberpunk 2077, or Spider-Man Miles Morales and stay far away from Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. So the map that I like the most is Satellite. It had that Modern Warfare 2 Afghan-esque, if you will. Crossroads is above average map for me. It has that Battlefield-esque. People complain about the tanks. You got to know the weak spots. 4 to the front, 3 to the side, 2 in the back. If you have an RCXD or proximity mine, it's a one-hit kill or something like that. And they address the tank. They're going to find a way to nerf it a little bit. Speaking of nerf, they buff. No, Treyarch buffed the snipers. Intentionally, they did that so they get the data and stuff like that. So they already gonna nerf when the beta comes out next month. There are weapons I like. I like the Type 63. It's kind of like the between S-Car 17 from Modern Warfare, the FAL, XM4. It kind of reminds you of the M4A1 assault rifle not being overpowered. The RPD, Stoner 63 LMGs. The AK-47, I still got to get used to that gun. The AK-5 is awesome. So, the map that I do not like at all is Miami. I don't know why they brought back the map voting. It's going to be abused like nobody's business. They really need to work on the maps. Not all the maps are garbage, but Miami is my least favorite, let alone the worst map in the alpha. I saw little dark corners, but it wasn't as bad as the beta of Modern Warfare 2019 last year. So we'll see what happens when the beta comes out. Bethesda bought out by Microsoft. Sony is in hot water because of the PlayStation 5 and the two games they marketed as PlayStation 5 only games. Only come to find out that they announced that it's going to also come to the PlayStation 4. The games that I'm talking about is Marvel, Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and Horizon Forbidden West. So, and Microsoft is taking a little bit of shots at Sony over the whole situation. Not only that, also the pre-order fiasco. Excuse me. So, yeah, Streets of Rage 4 patch/update this past month, and the DLC supposed to come out soon. You have Madden NFL 21 controversy, bugs, glitches galore, very little addition to the game. Not to mention the franchise mode, which, by the way, it's the main staple of Madden. They haven't done anything to it. They're focusing more on the Madden Ultimate Team situation, whatever it is, which is microtransactions. So the game has a lot of problems, so much so that Metacritic users rate it at 0.3, which is the lowest score ever, probably in this generation. So EA, fix your game, man. Fix your game. This is why exclusivity in sports games hurts sports genre. Not to mention hurts video games in general. I mean, it makes companies lazy, and they don't put it in the work. So that's why in the last several years I've been screaming at the fact that I want to see variety in football video games, like we saw in the sixth and the beginning of last generation. So, non-simulation, simulation, whatever. Then you have Chadwick Boseman, late actor who passed away last month due to colon cancer. He was battling it for 4 years. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, or the Notorious RBG, died of pancreatic cancer. A Supreme Court judge who she made history in different categories for this country in the Supreme Court law. Man, year 2020 has been a rough year for all of us. Hopefully 2021 will be better. Hopefully. Netflix is catching some serious heat over the movie called, Cuties. 11-year-old girls dancing provocatively, shaking their tail feather. I'm trying to watch what I say. And a lot of parents are just not having it. They are, I read an article somewhere, they were like screenshots of Twitter or Facebook or Instagram posts where users have canceled their subscriptions over this movie. Here's a better idea. Just don't watch it. Ignore it. If you do that, Netflix is going to be like, oh, damn, this is not a good idea. Let's just remove this before something bad happens. And the adults who made this movie, who are involved in their young girls' lives in this movie, they're just as bad. I don't know why this movie was created in the first place. I don't get it. That's just nasty, man. Whatever. Sports. Skip Bayless's trash take on Dak Prescott because of because of Dak Prescott talking about depression, anxiety, him losing his brother due to suicide during the global pandemic this past April. It takes a lot of guts, a lot of courage and strength for a guy like him to come out and did what he did. The same thing with NBA's Cleveland Cavaliers, Kevin Love. You know, it seems like if you're a man, especially if you're a minority, black, Hispanic, whatever, and you come out and say and announce to the world of depression, anxiety, and everything, you'd be frowned upon, you'd be looked at, you'd be name called, you'd be disrespected every way, shape, or form. There's a reason why there are men out there end up committing suicide. They have that stigma, like if I do this, that, and the third, there are consequences. And there are men out there do it behind the scenes without telling the world of all that stuff, you know. So that's Skip Bayless for you. I didn't think that he would be this low. I didn't think he would go that low. I mean, that was a straight low blow in my opinion. But just ignore sports commentators like him and Jason Whitlock and the rest of the crew, and you'd be just fine. Sports world would be better off if they ignore people like that. NBA Finals is set for tomorrow. The Miami Heat versus the LA Lakers. The LA Lakers are overwhelmingly favorites to win it all. Of course they are. I have them winning in 6 games over Miami Heat. I'll be surprised if Miami Heat wins it all. And if I am the Philadelphia 76ers, Chicago Bulls, and the Minnesota Timberwolves, I am literally kicking myself right now for letting Jimmy Butler go. Why you let that man go? I don't get it. It's pathetic. Y'all should be ashamed letting that man go. Them Heat players, they're really good. They're really good. The LA Clippers fired Doc Rivers after 7 years. It wasn't shocking. It wasn't surprising. I knew that was going to happen the moment they coughed up the 3-1 lead in the Western Conference semifinals against the Denver Nuggets. You know? And it's not the first time it happened under Doc Rivers. Denver Nuggets, I think they put the NBA world on notice. Don't underestimate them again. Don't you dare do it. Now, Monday Night Football, last night, the Chiefs beat the brakes off the Ravens 34-20, which is not surprising. My Carolina Panthers got their first win of the 2020 season, and they almost gave the game away against the LA Chargers. Yikes. The defense has to continue to improve. Teddy Bridgewater will be fine. The slandering has got to stop. Let me go back to the defense. Jeremy Chin is doing his thing. I would like to see Derek Brown do more. The tackling and giving up huge chunk of yards, they got to clean that up. If they do that, they'll be fine. I know they're not making the playoffs, but they're competing. They are. They're not throwing in the towel. They're not like the New York Jets. You know what I'm saying? Now they got to host who was they hosting next? Oh, the Arizona Cardinals. Oh, man. That's going to be a good game. Shoot, that might turn out to be a shootout. And I'm out. What's your thoughts?